in the most relevant, necessary time and place. As you feel yourself now in this time and in this place, knowing there are no wrong answers, knowing you don't need to analyze anything at all, tell me the very first things that you sense or see or hear or feel. Where are you? Where are you now, Jeff?
Right here. Home.
What do you feel?
Peace.
What do you sense?
Blue light.
How does the blue light make you feel?
Warm.
Do you feel that you want to go to the blue light?
Mm-hmm. So much.
Can you sense anything else around you?
Shapes.
Are there any shapes that are calling you that you want to see further?
Wings.
What can you sense about the wings?
I don't know. Friendly.
Describe them.
Big.
What color are they?
Blue. Purple.
Are these
Some are orange.
Are these wings attached to anything?
I can't tell. Big though.
Do you want to investigate these wings more closely?
Just like the warm.
Do you sense that you can communicate with these wings?
Mm, they're friendly.
In the place where you are with the high self, those wings also have energy. And you can ask those wings why they're here with you today. What do they tell you?
They're protecting.
Ask them how long they've been with you.
Forever.
Well, that's wonderful. It's a great feeling knowing that these beautiful blue, purple, and orange wings are warm and friendly and are there to protect you. What's your sense of your own being while you're there with those wings?
Friends.
Friends. Can you see what you look like or what you feel like there with those wings?
No, I can't tell. Skin's different.
Okay, you're doing great. How do you feel your skin is different?
Hard.
Are you able to see your skin in this place?
No.
Are you able to touch your own skin in this place?
Feels bumpy.
Can you sense a color?
Multiple.
Does that feel, do you sense that it's warm or cold?
Warm.
Okay. Can you sense if it has a face or a head of any type?
Either them or me.
You.
I have a head. I'm alive.
Okay. Can you tell what your head looks like?
I have no hair.
That's fine, that's okay. What about your eyes? Can you sense what your eyes look like?
I can't see them.
Do you have a sense of what your face feels like as you're in this multicolored, hard, bumpy body?
My face is smooth.
Okay. Can you sense if you have a mouth?
Yes.
What's that like? Do you have teeth? Do you have lips?
I can't tell.
Okay.
I have a mouth.
Okay, that's okay. And what, as this being, this multicolored being with a hard, bumpy skin and a smooth, hairless head and face, what are you doing in this place?
Getting ready.
Okay. Wonderful. How do you feel about getting ready? What are the feelings?
Anxious.
Okay.
Start of a day.
All right. So your day is starting and you feel anxiety. Do you have a sense of what you're supposed to do?
Help protect.
Okay. Is there anything else that you can sense about this being that you are, or what this being has to do?
Go with the wings.
Okay. Let's do that now. Let's go with the wings. You can go ahead. You're perfectly safe. You can go with these beautiful protective wings. And when I count to 3, you'll be where you and the wings need to be. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you in the wings now?
Flying in the clouds. Pink.
Beautiful. And how does it feel to fly?
And calming. Multiple colors.
The
sky.
The sky is multiple colors?
Mm.
Oh, that sounds beautiful. Can you see anything below as you're flying?
Plants are different colors.
Wow, that sounds interesting. What kind of colors do you see in the plant life below?
Some green, some purple.
Beautiful.
Different colors.
What do you feel when you're looking down at all these different plants?
Home.
Oh, beautiful. Are you and the multicolored wings going to land somewhere here where these plants are? That's your home feeling?
No, I have to stay flying for now
Okay.
to protect.
And why is that?
Somebody's coming.
Okay. And how does that make you feel?
Not good.
Can you still see the multicolored wings?
Yes.
And as you're seeing the multicolored wings and you are flying, is there any other being with you and the multicolored wings?
More like me.
More like you?
Mm-hmm.
The hard, bumpy skin, multicolored, smooth face, no hair?
Mm-hmm.
How many do you sense are there?
20, 10, it's different areas.
Okay, okay. And do all of these each have a being of multicolored wings with them, or is there only one of the multicolored winged being?
A lot of,
Okay.
many.
So do you sense that each one of you has your own multicolored winged being?
Yes and no.
Tell me more.
Some people are, some don't have their partners anymore.
Okay, okay. So when you say partners, do you mean like a male-female partner or a protector partner? How does the partner fit in?
Bonded.
Okay. Beautiful. 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 So as all of these beings and these winged, beautiful creatures are flying, what do you feel is your mission? What are you doing as you're flying? What is the job?
Keep an eye out. Protect people that don't have partners.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds like a great job to have. All right. Let's move a little bit ahead as you're all flying around. And let's move ahead to when something different happens. I'm going to count to 3 again. And when we get to 3, there will be something else happening. 1, 2, and 3. Where are you all now?
Eating.
Okay. What are you eating?
Green.
Something green?
It's like the vegetables.
Okay.
Plants.
Did you land?
Back at home.
Okay. Where is home?
On the ground. By a tree. Small shelters.
Describe those small shelters. Okay, and what are they made of?
Grass, vegetation.
Okay. Now that you're there, at home, eating and having a meal, is there anyone else with you?
Yes.
Describe them.
Bumpy. Just no hair. Rounded eyes. Very large eyes.
What color are these beings?
Multiple colors. Different. So that they blend in.
Wow, that sounds beautiful. How many others are with you there in your little acorn structure?
4 or 5.
Do you have a sense of if they are your family?
We don't have family. We're all family. Everyone.
Okay. Wow, that sounds like a beautiful place where everybody is family. Do you sense that there are adults and children in different ages, or what's
Don't
it
see
like?
anybody. It's child.
Say that again.
No child.
Okay.
No children.
For just those in your hut or for your whole species?
I don't see anyone.
Okay. So it seems like everybody is just the same age group, if there is an age.
Yeah.
What do you sense the age of these beings is, or at least your age?
Very old.
Can you tell me more about that?
A few 100 years.
Wow. That's amazing. Amazing.
I think all of us are that way.
Wow. Do you have a sense of the environment or the planet that you're on? Is it Earth?
No.
Okay.
Very large, though.
Has your species always lived on this planet where you are now?
Yes.
What are your feelings about that? How do you feel about your planet and your environment?
I don't know. It just feels normal, happy. But something's wrong.
Okay. Something's wrong.
That's why we have to watch and fly.
Okay. Beautiful. Thank you. You're doing wonderful. Thank you for describing all of that. Now we're going to move a little bit ahead and go to when something really important happens. Before we do that, does your species go by names?
No.
How do you communicate with each other?
A type of sign language.
Sign language. Interesting.
We don't really make noise.
Okay. What about the winged, multiple colored winged beings? How do you communicate with those?
Clicks.
Okay.
Make just a click noise. call.
Okay.
Almost like they can hear us in their head.
Beautiful. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you. Now, we're going to move ahead to when something very important is happening in that life of that being. I'm going to count to 3, and we will be at an important day or night when something important is happening. 1, 2, and 3. Tell me what's happening.
We're all talking, having a conversation about sleeping.
You're having a conversation about sleeping?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me more.
We don't sleep a lot, but we're going to sleep for a long time.
And why is that?
Something's changing.
Okay. Can you tell me more?
It's getting cold. We need to sleep.
Okay. Do you have a sense of why your planet is getting cold?
No.
Okay.
But it's getting very cold.
Okay. So, if your species is going to go to sleep for a long time, where will that happen? How will they do that?
I don't know. I'm not part of that decision. But we're going to go to sleep.
Okay. Do you have a sense of how long you will all have to be asleep?
Very long. Never done it before.
Okay. The people that are deciding this, or the beings that are deciding this, do they think that the planet will warm up again? Is that why you're all going to sleep?
It's the elders, they're deciding it for everyone else.
Okay,
I'm not an elder.
I see. Well, in that place and time where you are with your higher self, you can listen to the conversation of the elders. Because you are in this higher self form, in the multidimensional universe, you can hear what the elders are saying. You can hear that now. What do you hear?
It's the ones that we were worried about. Somehow they've changed the planet. That's why it's getting cold.
Okay,
So we're going to try to hide and sleep.
okay.
Because we don't have anything to fight them with.
So you're a peaceful society.
Very.
Okay.
We live with nature, not against it.
Beautiful.
But we can't bring our friends with us. Our partners can't come.
Meaning the multicolored winged beings can't come?
Yes.
So what do the elders say will happen to them?
They don't know.
Okay.
They may not make it.
And how does that make you feel?
Sad.
Do those multicolored winged beings understand that this is happening?
Yes and no. They just know that it's getting very cold.
Okay.
It's hard to fly.
Okay.
Things are changing color.
And how is that, the color changing? What's happening with that?
It's like things are dying.
And how does that affect your species?
Slowing down. We're integrated, part of. The planet's getting colder. So cold.
Okay. We're going to move ahead now to when you prepare to go to sleep. We're going to move ahead to the time when the elders have decided that you all need to sleep and hide. And when I count to 3, you will be at that place right before you're going to go to sleep. 1, 2, and 3. Be there now. What do you see, sense, or hear as you are about to go to sleep?
Dark and shaded. The cold is coming in. We're deep inside the planet.
Describe that. How did you get deep inside the planet?
Old places we used to go.
Okay.
That'll stay warmer. There's things there that will help us.
Describe the things that will help you.
They're part of the planet.
Are they beings?
More like plants that we can talk to.
Wow, that's really interesting. So there are plants deep down inside the planet that you can talk to. Nice.
It's part of how we survive.
Okay. Beautiful. So now it's time for your species to go to sleep, and tell me what happens.
It's like a leaf that we sit in, and it wraps around us. Multiple leaves. The first one rolls around us like a blanket, and then the others wrap around us and we go to sleep.
Wow, beautiful.
And the plant gives us the nutrition that we need to survive.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. So those plants basically keep you alive as you're asleep.
Yes.
Beautiful.
The elders told us they have done this before,
Okay.
hundreds of years before.
All right. So now your species is all in the ground, wrapped in their leaves, and they're all sleeping. And you, as your higher self, can observe.
The planet's dying.
Okay.
Everything on the surface is dying.
Okay. Let your higher self move ahead and view the planet 10 years after you were asleep. What do you see?
Covered in ice. Frozen solid.
Can you sense if your species survives inside the earth?
Yes.
Wonderful. So the elders were correct.
The outside of the planet is so cold.
But your whole species is safe where they are.
Yes.
Okay. Let's let your higher self move ahead another 10 years. So your species has been asleep for 20 years now. Let's go there and let your higher self see what the planet looks like after 20 years.
It's not as frozen, but it's still frozen.
Okay.
There's some areas that are warm.
Wonderful. And your higher self can sense your species. Are they still safe in their leaves, or has anything happened?
Some that were closer to the surface have died.
Okay. What about your being?
He's alive.
Good. Okay. Let's move ahead to when the planet becomes safe again and you can come out, if that happens. Let your higher self move ahead to when the planet thaws, and let's see if your species has survived. And you're just viewing this. You don't have to have any feelings about it. You don't have to analyze it. Let's move ahead to that day and tell me what you see.
There's not very many plants. Very little. The waters are coming back. There's no animals. Pretty much all dead. Plants are basically small grass and moss.
Okay.
Still cold, not like it used to be.
Okay. So can you see if you survived? Did you, as that being, survive?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Problem after sleeping, I'm very hungry.
Yes.
There's almost no food.
Okay. Let's jump ahead and see what is happening for your species a year after you come out of the sleep. Go to 1 year after you come out of the sleep and tell me what you see, sense, or hear.
It's cold.
Okay.
It's still growing. It's going to take time. We're managing to stay alive, but it's going to take time.
Good. So you do have your species survived all of that. And what kinds of things is your species doing to ensure their survival? Were your homes still there? What do you have to do after this?
We're rebuilding.
Okay.
Our homes were gone. They were only made out of plant material, so they disintegrated
Okay.
over time.
What do you sense about those multicolored winged beings?
They're gone.
They died.
They either died or they left.
Okay.
If they could have gotten off the planet, we don't know.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want to say about that life as that being?
Still peaceful. Never actually saw anything. It was just, seemed like it was not an accident, but natural.
So you're saying the feelings that you had that someone was coming, there wasn't any one, it was the weather change. Is that
Or planet change.
weather or planet? Okay.
Moving. We just didn't know.
Okay. All right. Let's go now to the last day in the life of that being on that planet. We are going to go to the last day of that being's life.
Okay.
What does the last day of that being's life look like?
I'm not the same color anymore.
Okay.
My hands are old.
Do you have a sense of how old you are?
Close to 1,000.
Wow, 1,000 years. That's so interesting. When it's time for the end of that being's life, what happens?
Go back to the earth, to the ground,
Okay.
fall asleep. Long sleep.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And as that being goes back to the earth and back to the ground, where does his soul, which is your soul, where do you go now? Where does the soul go when it leaves that being?
We believe it becomes part of the planet again.
The being does.
Yes, that it gave birth to us.
Okay.
That's our belief.
Okay. And you, as your higher self, as Jeff, you're part of that being. That being is part of your soul. Where does your soul go next when you're done with that life of that being?
To the next place I go
Okay.
will be, I don't know.
All right, well, that's okay. Let's just drift and float with your soul now. We're going to close the scene of that life as that being on that planet. And your soul is going to drift and float now, and drift and float to the next place or life or planet that your higher self would like you to know about. You're drifting and floating. Your soul is in the beautiful universe, drifting and floating. Now let your higher self take you and show you the next important thing that they want you to know now. And when I count to 5, you will be at that next important place for your soul to know now. 1, 2, beginning to be there. 3, 4, You're sensing this place. And 5. What do you see now?
Gardens.
Say again.
Gardens.
Gardens. Beautiful.
Ornate gardens.
Describe those for me.
Lush gardens with water, walking path. I built them all.
You built them.
Yes.
And how does that make you feel?
Proud.
Proud?
Yes.
Amazing. Describe some of the things you see in the garden.
Trees, small, large. Ponds, walking paths, bridges, ornate buildings, places to sit and meditate.
That sounds lovely. That sounds beautiful. And what would you like to do in this beautiful garden?
Build more.
Oh my goodness, I love it. Do you see anybody else there in the gardens?
People that work with me.
Okay. Describe those people, please.
Just like me, dark-haired.
Are they human?
Dark-skinned, yes.
Okay. Dark skin, dark hair. Do you have a sense that this is Earth or is this another planet?
It's Earth.
Okay. As you sense yourself there, are you wearing anything?
A robe.
Okay. What color is the robe?
Green. Telling me of my station, who I am.
Okay, so the color of the robe is, you wear a color of robe that tells your hierarchy, or describe that to me.
I'm a gardener.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So gardeners wear green robes.
Or brown, depending on your class.
Wow, beautiful. Can you tell me how old you are there? How old do you feel? Or you'll see the number. How old are you now?
52.
52. Beautiful.
Master Gardner.
Okay. Lovely. Is there anything else you want to tell me about the garden that you're in and where you are right now, where your higher self dropped you into this scene?
I've had to redesign sections of it from the Master Gardner before me
Okay. And why is that?
because it was better for the Emperor to make it better for him.
Oh boy. Do you sense what part of the world you're in?
Japan.
Japan. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. What is your feeling overall about your life there? There's an emperor, you're in Japan, you're 52, you're a Master Gardener. How do you feel about that?
Happy, but not satisfied.
Okay, okay. Do you have a sense of why you're not satisfied?
I want more.
Okay.
I want to do more.
Such as?
More garden.
Okay.
Something new. I want to build something new.
Okay. Amazing. Do you have an idea of what the new thing that you want to build is?
All I see is blue.
Okay, blue.
I think I want to build a new pond,
Okay.
larger, with more fish.
So when you want to do something like this, what steps do you have to take? Do you have to get permission? Do you have to, or can you just do it if you want to do it?
I have to design it.
Okay.
I have to show my proof that I can do this. Even though I'm a Master Gardner, I have to have proof.
Okay.
There's always somebody above me.
I see. So do you have a sense that you've accomplished this?
Starting to.
Okay. Let's move ahead to where you're presenting your plan for this beautiful pond, and let's see what happens. I'm going to count to 3, and you're going to be presenting your idea. 1, 2, and 3. What happens when you present your idea?
They doubt I can do it because it's such a big job.
Okay.
I want to make it with a gazebo in the middle, 3 bridges or 4, an island, so that you can look at any part of the pond at any given time.
That sounds beautiful. Oh my gosh, that sounds beautiful.
With koi in each section, different plants growing. Asian weeping willows with different types of pond plants in each section. Bonsai in different sections. Throughout the gardens, we have bonsai almost everywhere.
That sounds lovely. What a beautiful place to be in. Oh my goodness. So, are you able to convince them to let you do the project?
They will.
Okay.
They have to.
So, it sounds like that Master Gardner being is pretty confident.
I've been the master for 20 years.
Oh. So you were only 32 when you became the Master Gardener, or are you older than 52 as you're presenting this idea?
54 at this presentation.
Okay.
But I've been working on it for a long time.
Okay. All right. So now we've been shown all this information about your work and how much you love that. So let's go now to the place where you live. Let's go to your home where you're having a meal at your home. Let's drift and float to your home and you're having a meal.
Okay.
All right. You're there in your home, you're having a meal. And who is there with you?
By myself.
Okay.
My job is my life.
Oh boy. What does your home look like?
Very small. One room. Sleep in. Very small bed. Sleeping mat. One other room is just to eat in. Make food.
Okay, so it's like one room where you make and eat food and one room where you sleep.
And then the desk in the main room where I make my food, where I do my drawings for my work.
Okay.
And that's it.
How do you feel when you're there in your home?
Peaceful.
Do you have a sense that you have any parents that are living, or sisters or brothers?
No.
Or
No.
you don't have anybody?
No.
Do you know what happened to your parents? You must have had parents at some point.
My father was Master Gardner before me.
Oh, okay.
He passed. My mother passed way before.
Okay. So do you have a sense that it was your father and you, and that's how you learned this Master Gardening?
Yes. When he passed, I took it over.
Okay. Wow. So it sounds like they're showing you a very solitary life. Do you have friends? Do you socialize in this life as this Master Gardener?
I have work.
Okay.
I enjoy my work.
Okay. Do you know what your name is, or can you sense what people call you?
That's funny. They call me Master.
They just call you Master. Okay. Wow. Is there anything that your higher self wants you to know about this particular life as this 50-something-year-old Master Gardener? Is there anything important that your higher self wants you to know about this life?
I don't know. He's very accomplished, but never happy.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to close that scene now. And we're going to go to the very last day in the Master Gardener's life. I'm going to go to the very last day in the Master Gardener's life. And tell me what's happening.
Very resolute.
Resolute. How old are you on the last day of your life?
83.
83. Where are you on your last day?
Home.
Okay. Is there anyone there with you?
Someone's here.
Okay. Who's there?
It's a nurse or somebody like that.
Okay. And how do you feel as you know that you are about to pass on from this life?
Satisfied.
Okay. Good.
I finished my work.
You finished the pond and the bridges?
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. All right, now we're going to close that scene. And as you see your soul leave that body, where does your soul go?
Over hangs and watches.
Okay.
Goes back to the garden.
All right, so your soul goes back to look at the garden.
Yes. He worries about the next master
Okay.
and hopes he'll be okay.
Okay. Beautiful. All right, So the master's soul is all done with that life now. And where is the soul going next?
I don't know. It's just traveling.
Okay.
It's hard to explain. He's trying to find a place to go.
Okay. The soul doesn't see a light or any place that the soul is pulled to go?
He's just traveling.
Okay. Describe that.
Moving through a path.
Okay. What does the path look like?
It's bright. Like a light.
Okay.
But it's a path.
All right. Let's follow that path and tell me what you see.
Different colors again.
Okay.
Blues, whites, purple. A lot of purple.
Wonderful. Keep following the path until you come to where it leads. Just enjoy that path and those beautiful colors, and then tell me when you get to the end of the path where you are.
Whining baby.
A whining baby?
Mm.
Okay. Describe that.
It's a baby boy.
Okay. Where is the baby?
In a crib.
Okay. Is the baby boy you, or are you observing the baby boy?
It's me.
Okay.
He's whining.
Okay. Do you have a sense of why you're in your crib whining?
Hungry.
You're hungry. Okay. Does anybody come in? Tell me what happens next.
A woman.
All right. And what does she do?
Picks me up.
Okay. Continue.
Feeds me.
Okay.
Not my mother.
Okay. So the woman is not your mother. And how do you feel about that?
I want my mother.
Okay. Because you're your higher self and your soul and you're seeing all of this, the information will just come and be known to you. Where is your mother?
Dead.
Okay. Where is your father?
In the house.
Okay.
In his office. At the front of the house.
Okay.
I'm upstairs with the nurse.
Okay. How old are you as this baby boy right now?
2 months.
2 months old. All right. Is there anything else about this particular scene with the nurse that you need to know?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Let's move ahead to an important day in this baby boy's life. The next important thing that happens in this baby boy's life. I'll count to 3, and when I get to 3, you will be at the next important thing that happens in this baby boy's life. 1, 2, and 3. Tell me where you are.
Front of the house.
Okay. Describe the house.
Colonial.
Okay.
Big porch.
And how old are you there?
18.
18. Okay. What do people call you in that life?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. Okay, Jonathan. Beautiful. What year is this for Jonathan? You'll see the number.
1735.
Okay. 1735. What's happening in Jonathan's life?
Leaving.
Okay. Where is he going?
America.
Oh, okay. Where is Jonathan now? Where is the colonial home he's looking at?
Somewhere outside of London.
Okay. Beautiful. Can you describe what Jonathan looks like?
6 foot tall.
Okay.
Dark hair.
What color eyes does he have?
Brown eyes. Dark skinned. Very tan.
Okay. Tan, as if he's
Like he
been outside.
works outside.
Okay.
Plays outside.
Beautiful. Okay, so today Jonathan is 18, looking at his house, that colonial in London, getting ready to leave for America.
Mm-hmm.
Before Jonathan leaves, we want to go to the moment when he tells his father that he's leaving or wants to leave. We're going to go back to the scene where he is telling his father that he wants to go to America.
Not good.
Okay. Describe where you are talking to your father about leaving.
In his office.
How old are you, Jonathan, as you're telling him?
Close to 18, not quite 18.
Okay. And tell me what you say.
Tell him I don't want to go to school. He wants me to go to college.
Okay.
And then he wants me to take over for him for the business.
Okay. What's his business?
Coal.
Coal. Okay.
He owns mines.
All right.
I need to leave.
Okay. Has your father taken another wife since your mother died?
No.
Okay. So who's been in that big colonial home during your lifetime?
Servants and me and him.
Okay.
He's very rude. Mean. Always has been.
Okay.
All the way growing up.
Okay.
Very stern. I just need to get away. Start fresh.
Okay. So how does the conversation end?
Not good.
Does he tell you you can go, or do you just tell him you're going? How does that end?
He says if I leave, not to come back.
And how does that make you feel?
I don't care.
Okay. Okay.
I just want to leave.
Okay.
I want to start fresh somewhere else.
Okay. So when you decided that you wanted to go to America, what do you want to do in America? Do you have an idea of what you're going to do when you get there?
I saw, in England, I saw a show,
Okay.
cowboys. I want to be a cowboy.
Okay. Let's fast forward to when you are about to board the ship to go to America. Let's fast forward. You're standing there about to board the ship. Be there now and tell me what you see.
2 girls.
Okay. So you're on the dock and you see 2 girls.
Yes.
Continue.
Flirting. Being stupid as a boy can be. But happy I'm going.
Okay.
My passage is paid for.
Who paid for that?
I did.
Okay.
All my savings.
Okay. What does the ship look like as you stand there on the dock?
It's a early hybrid.
Explain.
It's some of the very first steam engines that they thought they would make to help get across, but it's still a sail ship. Very scary.
So it has a steam engine but also sails.
Yes.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So now, continue.
It's fine. More nervous than anything. Palms are all sweaty all the time.
What do you take with you onto the ship to go to America with?
Things that I kept as a child. Little wooden toys.
Oh, really? Okay. Do you have like 1 bag or 2 suitcases or what do you...
Suitcase and a bag.
Okay. 1 suitcase and 1 bag.
Yes.
All right. What about money? Do you have money that you
Very
can...
little.
Okay.
Everyone told me I was crazy. But I said I would be able to make money when I land.
Okay. Is there anything else that you need to know about the scene as you're boarding the ship? Anything important that stands out as you're about to board the ship?
No.
Okay. Let's move ahead to an important day when you're on the ship headed to America. Still on the ship, an important day. And tell me, what is happening on an important day on the ship?
Scary.
Okay. Explain.
Storm.
Okay.
A lot of lightning. Waves. Very scary.
Where are you on the ship as this is happening?
On deck.
You're on deck? Okay.
Couldn't stay in my cabin.
Okay. Is there anyone else on deck with you?
My cabin mate, he was also sick. He was throwing up all over the place.
Okay. What's his name?
He's Irish. I can't think of his name. It's really a strange name.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. You're doing great. You're doing wonderfully. So you and your Irish cabin mate are there. Look into your Irish cabin mate's eyes. Look into his eyes. The eyes are the window to the soul. And tell me if you've seen these eyes in any other of Jeffrey's lives.
Yes, he's been here before.
Okay. Who is that to Jeffrey?
A friend I lived with.
Okay. Beautiful. Okay, let's fast forward a little bit.
I have to pee.
Okay. All right. I will bring you out and you can pee. Do not look in the mirror when you go to the bathroom. And when you come back, you will go even deeper.
Okay.
Okay. Open your eyes.
Why am I crying?
Don't analyze anything.
Oh. 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 Why does my arm hurt?
Okay. You're back on the ship. You're on deck with your cabin mate who's Irish. Tell me when you're back on the ship, on the deck with your Irish friend.
Very scared.
Okay. Tell me about that.
Captain wants us to go below decks. Storm's really bad.
And what do you do?
We don't listen.
Okay.
We're too afraid to go down there.
And what happens next?
We're fine. Storm actually goes by, but we lost one person overboard.
Oh no.
One of the crewmen.
Okay.
Wasn't a passenger.
Okay. All right. So now the storm is over, and you and your Irish cabin mate are there. And what happens next?
We end up cruising the rest of the way across.
Okay. You're fine. You're completely relaxed. All right. So now we're going to move ahead to when the boat docks in America. 1, 2, and 3. Your boat is docked in America, and tell me what you see.
Big city.
Okay.
Never seen a city before like that. It's crazy.
How does it make you feel to see this big city?
Like an ant. Very small.
What city did you land in?
New York.
Okay.
Everybody said that it was big, but I didn't believe.
And what's the first thing that you do?
Eat food.
Okay.
All I could smell.
Beautiful. So as you're eating food, is there anyone with you?
The Irishman.
Okay. Wonderful.
We became friends.
Beautiful.
We're going to partner together.
Okay. And what do you call him? Do you have a name that you call him?
Pat.
Okay. So you call him Pat. Okay. Beautiful. So you and Pat are going to partner together.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move ahead a little bit to see where you and Pat live in New York City.
We live in the slums.
Okay.
We have no money. We rent a place that's basically one room. We try to make as much money as we can, but it's so hard.
What kinds of things do you and Pat do to make money?
Not fun things. Try to make it legally, but it's so hard.
Okay.
We end up doing things that are illegal.
Okay. Can you tell us about that?
I'm not proud of it.
It's okay. You're observing this life as your high self, and they're showing you this life for a reason. So it's okay. It's okay, Jonathan. You can tell us what you and Pat do.
We end up working for a guy who makes us steel.
Okay.
He gives us pennies for what we steal.
Okay.
So it's hard to live. Costs 5 pennies for rent. We have to work so hard to get just the rent.
Okay. And how does that make you feel as Jonathan in that life, having to steal to get your rent?
I'm always second guessing myself why I left home.
Okay.
Everything I thought of was going to be is not the same as what it is.
Okay. Let's move ahead. Let's move ahead 1 year. I'm going to count to 3, and now you've been in New York City for 1 year, or wherever you are in a year. Let's move that life of Jonathan ahead 1 year.
Getting ready to leave.
Okay. Where are you?
Still in New York.
Okay. Are you still in the slums?
Yes. Pat's not doing good. He's been sick.
Okay.
He's been sick for a while.
Do you have a sense of what he's sick with or what made him sick?
Something to do with his lungs. He's
Okay.
having a hard time breathing.
Okay.
Coughs all the time. All day long. He barely gets out of bed anymore.
Oh boy. Okay.
There's a lot of people sick with it.
I see. So you've decided to leave. Are you leaving by yourself or are you taking Pat?
I can't take him.
Okay.
He wouldn't last a week.
All right. So how did you come to the decision to leave? What happened that made you decide to leave?
There's too many people sick here.
Okay.
So it's either we'll leave or die.
I see. Okay. All right. So where have you decided to go?
Head towards Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Or what they call Pennsylvania.
Okay.
It's actually the new territory is what it's called.
Okay. You're doing so well, Jonathan. You're doing so well. So when you're heading to Pennsylvania, are you alone? Are you with somebody? Are you with a group? How do you get there?
I'm alone, but I'm with a group of people that are all heading to the same place.
Okay.
They've been promised land. And they're working towards it. I haven't had anybody tell me I could have anything, but I'm hoping I can find something.
Okay. All right, let's move ahead a little bit. Let's move ahead to a few days into the trip from New York to Pennsylvania. Let's move ahead and see what Jonathan is feeling, thinking, or if he has met anybody. What's going on for Jonathan 5 days into the trip from New York to Pennsylvania?
In trouble.
Oh no. Tell me more.
I flirted with the wrong woman.
Oh boy.
I didn't know she was married. Her husband wants to kill me.
Okay.
He said if I talked to her again that he would kill me. All I did was talk to her.
Okay. So, what is this woman's name that you flirted with?
Susan.
Susan? Does that
Yes.
sound right?
Yes.
Okay. Describe Susan.
Tall. Red-haired. Green-eyed. Very pretty. Very nice person.
I want you to...
She's younger than he is.
She's younger than her husband.
Yes. He has money.
Did Susan tell you anything about her marriage?
She's not happy.
Did she tell you why she married her husband?
She married him for his money. It was an arranged marriage.
Okay. Are they from New York, or are they from, or where is Susan from that she had an arranged marriage?
Old country. I think France, originally.
Okay, France. And where is her husband from?
He's from France.
Okay, so they're French. Or from France. Okay, beautiful.
They speak English very well.
Okay. I want you to look into Susan's eyes now. Look into her green eyes and tell me if those eyes are somebody that Jeff knows in his current life or has known in his current life.
No.
Okay. All right. What's Susan's husband's name?
Alexander.
I want you to look into Alexander's eyes and tell me if you recognize those eyes. Have you seen those eyes before in the life of Jeff?
I don't know. I think so.
Okay, let's go deeper. Look at Alexander's face and eyes.
Maybe. I think so.
Okay. All right. Higher self, if Jeff needs to know who Alexander is in his life now, please tell him. Who is Alexander in the life of Jeff?
A friend I had a long time ago.
Okay. Thank you. All right, so now you're in this predicament 5 days into the journey to Pennsylvania, talking with Susan, and her husband now wants to kill you. So, Jonathan, what do you do about this?
Stay away from her.
Okay.
just make it to Pennsylvania, the territories. I can start my new life.
Okay. Let's move ahead to when you finally get to this new place. Moving ahead, getting to this new place. What happens when you all arrive in the new place, and tell me what you see around you in the new place? What do you see in this new place that you've arrived at in the Pennsylvania or the new territories?
Trees everywhere. Never seen so many trees.
Mm-hmm. Are you still with the group?
No.
Okay. So
Separated.
Okay. So are you alone? Did you meet any new friends? What's going on there?
I'm alone.
Okay.
I have a horse, saddle, and I have guns, and packs with food. I'm gonna go and try to make a living in the woods.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. So how do you feel about this? You're alone on your horse. You have guns, you have food, and you're about to embark on making a new life for yourself. How do you feel about that?
I'm scared as hell.
Okay. All right. Let's move ahead to the time when you find the place where you're going to settle or make your new home. Let's move ahead.
Okay.
1, 2, and 3. Where are you, Jonathan?
In the northern peninsula of Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I'm trapping.
Okay. Beautiful. As you look around now, what season is it?
Early fall.
Okay. All right. And what year is it now, or how long have you been there? You were 18 when you left.
I got into New York. It was a year and a half later when we finally arrived. And now it's almost 3.5 years later.
Okay, 3.5 years. It was 1735 when you left, so it's almost 1739 or somewhere around there.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. It's early fall, 1739. You're in the northern peninsula of Pennsylvania, trapping.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to where you live. How did you make your home? Tell me what that looks like. What are you living in?
It's kind of a cross between a cabin and a Quonset hut, almost. I ran into some local Indians and they helped me.
Oh, beautiful.
Became friends with them.
That's beautiful. Okay, so let's see how you have a meal. Let's be at a meal. Your very next meal.
I eat these things like a shortcake, almost like a bread, but then I have beaver with it, sometimes squirrel, usually things I trap.
Okay.
I eat. Most of them are try to be as fatty as possible.
Okay.
Learn from the Indians.
Yes. Is there any particular Indian or person in Jonathan's life now, that Jonathan considers a friend, or anybody that you hang out with or trap with or do things with?
Yes, I have the chief's son. He traps with me.
Beautiful. What does he look like?
Taller than me. Dark hair, dark skinned.
Okay.
Tattoos on his cheek. And then there's one female Indian
Okay.
that I talk to.
And describe her.
Cute.
Okay.
Shorter than me.
Okay.
Sassy. She likes to talk back.
Okay. How do you communicate with these Native Americans?
Anytime. Learn their language.
Okay. So they taught you how to speak their language. Beautiful. Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's Paiute.
Paiute. Okay. You're doing so wonderfully. Okay, Jonathan. Let's move ahead a little bit in this life to something important that happens. I'm going to count to 3, and we're going to move ahead to an important day in Jonathan's life. 1, 2, and 3.
He got hit.
You got hit? Explain.
Something hit me in the chest.
Okay, got hit in the chest.
Knocked me down. Hurts.
Okay, you can see what that was. Tell me.
Bear.
Oh, no.
Tried to kill me. Bastard.
What happens?
I killed it.
Wow. Okay.
But he got me. In the chest.
Okay.
Didn't cut me, but hurts.
Okay.
Like he broke a rib.
So what happens? What do you do now? You killed the bear. He hurt you. Now what?
Find my way out. Back to the Indians so they can help me.
Okay. And describe that. You get back to the Indians. Describe that.
2-day walk. Really slow because it's hard to breathe.
Okay.
But I make it.
All right. As you get back to the Indians after this incident with the bear, how old are you now?
In my late 20s.
Okay. Wow. So you've been there trapping for a long time.
Yes.
All right. Beautiful. So you're there with the Indians.
Yeah.
How do they help you? What do they do?
Treat me like family. They trade with me. Show me how to live.
How do they heal you from the bear attack?
They make it so I don't have to do anything. I can lay down and relax.
Okay. So they take care of you.
Yes.
As you rest.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't live very far from them.
Okay. So now let's go to where you're all healed, you're better. And what do you do next?
Get married.
Beautiful. All right. So who are you marrying?
Sassy little Indian girl.
Okay. What do you call her?
Poet.
Pohet. So now you're married into the Indian family, the Paiute family, to Pohet. And tell me what happens next. Where do you and Pohet live?
In my house that I
Okay.
made, which is only about 3 miles from where the Indians are.
Okay. Beautiful. This is beautiful, Jonathan. Let's fast forward and go to a very important day that you and Pohet have. We're going to go forward. I'm going to count to 3, and you will be at a very important day for you and Pohet. 1, 2, and 3. Tell me what you see.
Babies.
Babies.
Twins.
Twins.
2 boys. They're running their mouths, screaming at us.
In this important day, how old are your twin boys?
They're not even a year yet,
Okay.
but they still run their mouths.
How does it make you feel there in your home with Pohet and your 2 twin boys?
I wish we only had one sometime.
Tell me about the relationship between you and Pohet.
Good.
Okay.
She knows her place and I know mine.
Beautiful. So now, Jonathan, that you are a father and you remember what your father was like, what's fatherhood like for you, Jonathan?
More natural.
Beautiful.
Try to be kind. Teach them. Be stern.
Okay. Do you and Pohet still live in that same home that you built?
For now, plans to move.
Oh, that sounds exciting.
Need a bigger house.
Okay. As you're planning to move, are the Paiutes that Pohet came from still 3 miles away?
We're moving further away, but they're still in the same general area.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay, you're excused. All right, let's fast forward to when you're now living in your new place with Pohet and your 2 boys. Fast forward to the new place, now 5 miles from her family, and tell me what you see in your new place.
We have a river that runs by.
Okay. What does this home look like? How did you build this one?
It's more of a log cabin. Bigger, 2 rooms. Needed privacy. The boys are driving me crazy.
Oh boy. Kids can do that.
I built them a bunk in the living area. And we made our own room.
Beautiful. All right. How old are the twin boys now in this new log cabin?
12.
12 years old. Oh my gosh.
Piss and vinegar.
What do you call them?
Piss and vinegar. No, the name is Paul and John.
Paul and John. Beautiful. So your boys are 12, Paul and John. What do you do? Do you still trap for a living? What kinds of things do you do and teach them?
Teach them to trap
Okay,
as much as we can.
Okay, so you're still a trapper.
When we can. It's winter time, so the snow's deep.
Oh, it's winter.
Less trapping in the winter. We hunt a lot though.
Okay, so now you hunt. And how is your relationship with Pohet now? That the boys are 12, you have your own privacy, you have a bigger cabin.
Basically, she calls me old man. We have a good relationship.
Wonderful.
Wintertime, it's cuddling time.
Okay. Yes, that makes sense. Okay. Is there anything else important you need to know about this time when your twin boys are 12?
No, not really.
Okay.
They're growing fast.
Yes. So let's move ahead to another important day when something important happens. A significant day in the life of Jonathan, Pohet, and your twins. Let's be there now.
The boys are leaving.
And how does that make you feel?
Scared.
How old are the boys?
I'm 22.
Wow. It's great they stayed with you until they were 22.
Didn't give them a choice.
And where are they going? What are their plans?
They want to explore.
Okay.
They want to see more. And I don't blame them. I want to too. I'm too old.
Okay. Yes. All right. So how does Pohet feel about the boys leaving? Does she feel differently than you, or
No. She just voices it more than I do.
the sassiness?
Yes. Age did not stop that.
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. So it's the day when the boys are leaving.
Yes.
What is that like? Do you tell them anything or give them anything significant? What's it like when they're leaving?
They each got a rifle.
Okay.
And we worked our ass off to get it for them. So
Okay.
expensive.
And where are they going?
West.
They're going west. Okay. How will you be able to know what they're doing and how they are?
We won't.
Okay.
There's no way to find out.
Okay.
They're just going to go. Pray that they're safe.
All right. Is there anything else that you need to know about the day that your boys are leaving?
No. Sad.
Okay. Let's move ahead to the next significant thing that happens in the life of Jonathan. Your 22-year-old twins have left with their rifle to go west. You and Pohet are left there in the cabin. What is the next significant thing, important thing that happens in Jonathan's life?
Tired.
Okay, you're tired.
Time to go.
Time to go. Is this at the end of your life, Jonathan?
Mm-hmm.
How old are you there at the end of your life?
65.
65. And did you ever hear from the boys again after they went west?
No.
Is Pohet still there with you?
Yes.
Okay. What is happening on this last day of your life? Where are you?
In bed in the cabin.
Okay. Is anyone with you besides Pohet?
No.
Okay. All right. We're going to go to the transition when Jonathan's soul leaves his body. We're going to the last breath that Jonathan at 65 takes. Now you're going to take your last breath and tell me where your soul goes.
It's going to a gray place.
Okay?
Almost feels like I have to wait.
That's okay. That often happens when we leave one life. All right. So you're in this gray place now. What are you feeling?
Not really anything, just gray.
Okay. Do you sense anything around you?
A little bit of light.
Okay.
It's getting brighter.
Beautiful. So focus on that bright light. And tell me what happens next.
Being born.
You're being born?
Yes.
Okay. So you were in the gray, you saw a bright light, and now you're being born as a baby?
Mm-hmm.
Are you being born as a human baby?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tell me more.
Blue-eyed. Blonde. My mom calls me Samuel.
Samuel. Okay, Samuel. Do you see your mom?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about her.
Blonde hair.
Okay.
Nice lady. She keeps me warm.
That is a good feeling. Samuel, I want you to look into your mother's eyes. The eyes are the windows to the soul. Have you seen these eyes before in the life of Jeffrey?
No.
Okay. Do you see your father?
Yes.
Describe him.
Dark-haired.
Okay.
He's got a badge on.
All right. What does that badge look like or mean?
I think he's a sheriff.
He's a sheriff. Beautiful, beautiful. Look into your father's eyes. Have you seen these eyes before?
Yes.
Okay. Whose eyes are these?
Jack.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, Samuel. Let's move ahead to an important day in Samuel's life, whenever that may be. Whatever your high self feels you need to know about the life of Samuel. Let's move ahead now and tell me what is happening.
Joining the military.
Okay. How old are you, Samuel?
17.
Okay. What year is this for you, Samuel?
I think it's 1820.
1820. Okay. 1820. And where are you in the world?
South America. It's not South America. Funny. South part of America.
Okay, Southern America. Okay. So you're
Right north, just northern part of Texas.
Okay, North Texas. Beautiful, beautiful. So you're 17, you're joining the military. How does your mother feel about this? Is your mother still living when you join the military?
Yes.
How does she feel about this?
Mad.
She's mad?
Mm-hmm.
What do they call your mother in that life of Samuel?
Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, okay. What does she say to Samuel?
She wants me to go to school.
This seems to be a recurring theme.
Yes.
Okay, and what do you say to her when she tries to convince you to go to school?
She wants me to go to school because she wants me to be a teacher like her.
Oh, she was a teacher. That's a beautiful profession. Okay, and what about your father?
What about him?
Is he there the day that you're joining the military?
Yes.
And what's his name?
Let me think. Let me find it.
It's just going to come to you. Mom is Elizabeth and Dad is? Joshua.
I want to say Joshua.
Joshua, does that sound right? If we say,
so.
Okay. All right. So how does your dad feel?
He's proud. Scared.
Okay. Does Samuel have any brothers or sisters?
No, only child.
Okay. This also seems to be a recurring theme.
Unfortunately, I am.
Okay.
Only child.
All
Both my
right.
parents are older.
Okay. So you feel like in Samuel's life, his parents were older when they had him?
They are older.
Okay. All right. So let's fast forward. Let's go forward to when Samuel is in the military and something important happens as he's in the military. Let's be there now and tell me where Samuel is and what's happening around him.
An Indian fight. We're in a big fight.
Okay.
Everybody's getting killed. There's only 4 or 5 of us left.
Are you one of the 4 or 5?
Yes.
What do you 4 and 5 people do?
Try to survive.
Okay.
I'm gonna hide.
Okay.
I ended up taking 2 dead people and pulling them on top of me.
Okay.
I've been shot.
You've been shot?
Yes.
Okay. Where did you get shot?
My shoulder.
Which one?
The left side. An arrow.
Okay.
It broke off, so it was easy to hide under somebody. And I'm the only one left.
Okay, so the other 4 people are now gone as well?
Yeah.
So tell me what you do next.
Don't move.
Okay.
Be quiet. Be so quiet. I'm scared. The Indians are picking over everybody.
What happens when they get to the bodies on top of you?
They move them
And then what?
I don't move. Try not to breathe. Try to breathe really shallow. They don't even touch me. It was strange. Then they all left.
Okay. So the Indians are all gone. The people there are all dead. So Samuel, what do you do now?
I laid there for an hour or two after every noises stopped.
Okay.
And the birds came.
Oh boy.
And they started to pick at me. That's when I got up and moved.
Okay. Where did you go?
I walked for a couple of days until I ran into a wagon with people, and they helped me.
Okay. Are you in a military uniform?
Yes.
Okay. So you get with these people on the wagon.
We head back to the fort that I originated from.
Okay. So they take you to your...
That's where they were headed. They saved me.
They saved you. Beautiful.
I get discharged.
Okay. So they discharged you from the military, and now what do you do?
I want to go mine. Make money.
You want to be a miner.
I'm pretty much broke.
Where are you?
Somewhere around Arizona.
Okay.
It's so hot sometimes and so cold sometimes.
Okay.
But I want to make money. There's always never any money.
Okay.
Always broke.
All right. So what do you do next? You go to be a miner somewhere, maybe Arizona, where it's hot and cold. You want to make some money. So what does Samuel do? What do you do as Samuel?
Dig and mine for gold, silver. Not having any luck.
Okay.
I feel my belly. Ugh. Hungry. All the time hungry.
Oh, boy. Okay.
I eat just about anything I come across.
Are there others with you?
There's other miners in the area. We don't talk because everybody's afraid they're going to steal somebody else's gold.
Oh, boy.
So it's always sketchy to talk to people.
Wow.
Out there by myself all the time.
Where do you live?
In the mine.
You just live in the mine? You just sleep wherever you're mining?
I have a cot in the mine.
Do you mine for yourself, or do you work for a company, or how does that...
Mine for myself.
Okay.
I have my own claim.
Okay.
And it's about 60 miles to town.
Wow.
When we go into town, I have to leave my mine, but I'm always worried somebody else is going to go in.
Oh. That sounds difficult.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Samuel, what do you do next? So you're there, you're mining, you're far away from town, you're hungry, you don't like to go to town. So what happens? What happens next? What do you do?
I ended up making some money.
You did?
Yeah, I hit a little bit of gold. I went to town and ended up getting some money.
Beautiful.
So I ate some real food. Steak and eggs.
Nice.
A little bit of potatoes. Cost me $1. It's the most I ever spent on a meal.
So now that you've made some money in that mine and you've had a taste of some really good food, what do you do next?
Oh, that's private. Girls are expensive.
Okay, Samuel. All right.
Sorry.
That's okay. After you do what you do in town, do you decide to go back to your mine, or do you make another plan? What do you do with your life after this?
It's only a day in town and back to the mine.
Okay.
It was a good trip, though. Nobody got hurt. Nobody was in my mind, so that was good.
Oh, nice. Why do you think they don't go into your mind when you're not there?
Nobody knew where it was. It was in a special spot.
Oh, good. Perfect.
I had to go down a blind canyon
Nice.
and up inside this little creek bed. And there's a little blind spot you can get through. Big enough for me and my donkey.
Oh, you have a donkey.
Yeah, he's my partner.
Oh. What's your donkey's name? What do you call him?
Jackass.
Oh.
That's his name.
Is it a boy donkey?
Yes.
Okay, so you call him Jackass.
He's an ass.
Oh my gosh. Do you ride him into town when you go that
Oh,
60 miles? No.
He's a pack mule.
Okay. So when you go to town for you walk 60 miles?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So I wear boots.
Okay. All right. So Samuel, you're back at your mine. And you're the only child of Joshua and Elizabeth. Do you get in touch with them? Do you write them a letter? Do you
It's been about 10 years, 15 years. I don't think they're alive.
Oh. Okay.
I haven't heard from them in a long time.
So after you went into the military, you just never saw your mom and dad again?
Nope.
Oh. Another recurring theme. Okay, Samuel. So you're back at the mine with your donkey, and let's fast forward. Do you find more gold? What happens with this mine?
I had a small collapse. And I got stuck.
Okay.
Took me about 4 days to dig out. Oh, Jesus, my back hurts.
All right. You don't have to feel what Samuel feels, okay?
Okay.
You don't have to feel that.
I got hit by a beam
Okay.
in that collapse.
Okay.
It took me a day just to get to move again.
Okay. You're just observing. You don't have to physically feel any pain.
Okay.
Okay? You can tell us about the pain, but you don't have to feel it.
Okay.
All right. So the mine collapsed. A beam fell on you. It took you 4 days to get out. What do you do next now that you're out?
Relaxed for a couple of days because I couldn't move.
Okay. So you just kind of
About
sit
killed me.
quiet for 2 days.
Luckily, one of the neighbors actually came strolling by and had a little extra water. That helped.
Okay.
He asked if I had hit anything good, and I told him no. I said it almost died. And he said he had going into town because he had a small hit on his mine. He's one of the only ones I talked to.
Okay. What's his name?
Albert.
Albert.
At least that's what we call him. I think he was Russian.
What does Albert look like? Or the person?
He's ugly.
Oh my gosh.
Big wart on his nose. Eyelashes and eyebrows that look like they're going to fly away.
So he has long eyelashes and long eyebrows?
Yeah.
Wow. What color?
No hair on his head. Brown eyebrows. Almost bald.
Okay.
Heavy set guy. But nice enough to talk to when he could understand what he said.
So I want you to look into Albert's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've done before. So Samuel, I want you to look into Albert's eyes and tell me if you've seen or known those eyes before.
Looked like one of my uncles.
So in the life of Jeffrey,
Yes.
he's one of your uncles.
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to fast forward to see Samuel. What happens when you're able to move around? Okay.
Clean the mind up. Get
Okay.
back to work.
Okay.
There's more gold in there somewhere. Gotta find it.
All right. We're going to now fast forward to the next significant thing that happens to Samuel. What is the next significant thing that you need to know about Samuel's life? I'm going to count to 3, and you are going to go to the next significant thing. 1, 2, and 3. Be there now.
Oh man, I just hit a good one.
Okay.
You got a big chunk of gold. I found a little bit of a vein growing down through, so I got a bunch of gold. I have a funny feeling I'm gonna retire. As long as I can get into town.
Okay, let's fast forward to your trip into town and tell me what's happening.
Well, Jackass is being his usual ass self. He decides he's gonna freeze up.
Okay.
He just stops in the middle of the trail.
Oh
And
boy.
doesn't move.
What do you do about that?
Try to pull him as hard as I can, but it doesn't seem to want to work. He just wants to be in his usual ass self. So
Okay.
I'll just wait. Spend a half a day just waiting.
Okay.
And then he decides he wants to move again, so we're good.
All right.
Back into town.
Okay, you're in town now.
Yeah. First thing we do is hit the place where I can get some money.
Okay.
Go get me some money.
So you sell your gold,
Mm-hmm.
and then what?
And time to go get some food.
Okay.
'Cause I'm sick and tired of eating dried freaking bread.
All right.
Bread and beans is all I seem to eat.
All right. So you sold your gold. You're having a meal.
Well, the only other one thing I like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, but we're gonna go see the girls.
There's no apologies. Everybody needs love. Everybody needs to have human contact. All right. So you sell your gold. You have some food. You see the girls. What about Jackass?
What about him?
Well, did you feed him or bring him to a stable? Where's
He
he?
goes to the stable every time he comes in. He gets fed.
Good.
He gets a little bit of hay. And some oats.
Okay. All right. So this time you hit a bigger amount of gold and you said you felt you were going to retire. So tell me, what do you do after you've had your night in town and your food and your girls and your Jackass is taken care of? What's next for you, Samuel?
I'm heading back east.
Okay.
I'm all done with my gold.
All right.
I took and sold Jackass to another miner.
Okay.
I got $1.50 for him. About
Okay.
what I paid for him, I think.
All right.
And I turned around and put that money in my pocket.
Okay.
Went to the train station and bought a ticket.
All right. So now you're on the train heading east.
Yeah.
Okay. So you left Arizona or there somewhere where it was hot. You got on the train. You have your money. You're heading east.
I'm headed towards Chicago.
Okay. Chicago.
I've never been there before.
All right.
Figured I'd land in Chicago and see what's a big city is like. I've never seen one.
All right. So does anything significant happen while you're on the train? Do you meet anybody significant?
Met a girl, a woman, I should say.
Okay.
First time I ever actually talked to one in the real world. We talked for a while. I sat one seat away from her.
Describe her.
Dark haired, light light complexion, about the same height as me.
Okay.
She wore a really pretty dress.
Tell me what the dress looks like.
It's blue with flowers on it.
Okay.
Form fitting. I don't know what else you want me to tell you.
Okay. I want you to look in. Well, first of all, what's her name? What do you call her? Does she introduce herself?
Her name is Bethany.
Bethany. Beautiful. I want you to look into Bethany's eyes again. Look into those eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen those eyes before in the life of Jeffrey?
Yes.
Whose eyes are those?
Elisa.
Who's Elisa?
Lisa.
Oh, Lisa. All right, interesting. Okay, so you're on the train, you're heading to Chicago, you've met Bethany in the beautiful blue flowered dress, and what happens next?
I get to Chicago and she goes her way and I went mine.
Okay, and how does that make you feel?
I don't know, it was kind of strange. I thought I'd want to talk to her some more.
Okay. All right, so Samuel, what do? You're in Chicago, you're off the train, you have your money, you don't know what you're going to do next.
I do
for
what I
work.
always do, I get food.
Okay. All right, so you go eat. All right, what do you have to eat in Chicago?
There's this place that was Italian food, which I'd never seen before.
Okay.
I didn't know what it was. So I went in and got this stuff they call spaghetti,
All right.
which I thought was really weird.
All right.
I didn't know what it was, so I tried it. It was okay. Not my flavor of food.
Not your favorite,
No.
but better than beans and bread.
Yeah. It wasn't steak and potatoes, so I like steak and
Okay.
potatoes.
All right. So let's go forward and see where you stay. Where do you find to stay? Let's move ahead to wherever you are going to live in Chicago.
I'm in the suburbs of Chicago.
Okay.
It's a small house. I pay cash for it.
Oh, beautiful.
I had enough money when I got that gold.
Beautiful. All right, so you bought a small house. Describe it. What does it look like?
It's a small 2-story house. Big porch in the front. It's got a stable in the back.
Okay.
And it's enough room for a couple horses. So I got a horse. Some saddle. I got one lady cooks for me. She comes in,
Okay.
takes care of the cooking. I only have to cook my breakfast.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah. I don't really work very much. I just live off the money that I have,
Okay.
which I made enough off the gold in the mine to keep me going for a long time.
Beautiful.
So, well, I've met a few different women that I've talked to over the time. I haven't settled down with anybody.
Okay. So let's move ahead, Samuel, and see what is the next significant thing that happens for Samuel. Let's move ahead a little bit.
I went clothes shopping.
Okay.
Well, you need clothes. You can't be naked.
True.
I went and talked to this place. They told me to go to this other store with clothes I was looking for.
Okay.
And then I ran into Bethany again.
What was that like?
Different,
How so?
because we talked about what we had been doing.
Okay. And what did she say? What's she been doing?
She's been selling clothes. So that's what I did, was I bought some clothes.
Oh, so the store you went into, Bethany works there.
Yes.
Oh, so you bought some clothes.
Yep. And then we went to lunch.
And you took her to lunch. Nice.
And then we got married.
Beautiful.
Not so much the same day, but that's the way it works.
Okay.
And
so you and Bethany got married. Does she still work at the clothing store?
no.
Okay. So you live in the little house you bought with the stable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got her a horse.
You got her a horse. So now you each have horses.
Yep. And we ride together. Enjoy our company. Chicago's a nice place, but it's big.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff to do.
Mm-hmm.
She likes Italian food, which I don't like. I don't know why, but she likes it.
Well, that happens. Sometimes people have different things they like. Does Bethany have a family?
She has a father and a mother and 2 brothers.
Where do they live?
They live in Chicago.
Oh, okay. Do you get along with them?
Yeah. Yeah, we get along.
Nice.
They come over twice a week sometimes, or so. We go there once in a while.
Beautiful. All right. So let's move ahead to a significant time for you and Bethany. So Samuel and Bethany. Let's move ahead to a significant time in Samuel and Bethany's lives. And tell me what's happening.
We have our first child, a little girl.
So you have a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
What do you name her?
Oh, I name her one thing, but my wife doesn't like it.
Okay. What did you want to name her?
Weiner.
Okay. What's her name?
Her name is Susan.
Susan. Okay. So you have a daughter named Susan. Beautiful. And you said that was the first child.
First child of 6.
You had 6 children?
Got a pauper gate. Says it in the Bible.
Okay. Okay. So Samuel has quite the sense of humor.
What does that mean?
Okay, Samuel. So let's go ahead to when you have your 6 children. You and Bethany have 6 children now, and let's see what is going on in the lives of you, Bethany, and your 6 children.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You have your 6 children. Where do you live?
We bought another house.
Okay.
We had to sell the little house. It's too small.
All right.
So we bought a bigger house. I
Okay.
took and invested some money in a steel mill. It seems to be doing good.
Beautiful.
Made some more money back. Kept going. We still have horses.
Okay.
But we lost 2 of the babies.
Oh, no.
Cholera came through. Took 2 of the children.
Oh.
It happens. Nothing you can
Yes.
do about it.
Yes. Okay.
But we're doing good. I mean, we're having a good life. We keep going.
Okay.
I don't know. It seems like the steel mill is going to keep going stronger than stronger. I think the boys are going into it.
So they become steel workers.
Yeah.
So so you had 6, 2 died, you have 4 left. How many boys and girls are the 4 that are left?
2 of each.
Okay, so the 2 boys decide to work in the steel mills.
Mm-hmm.
What about the daughters?
The daughters, oh my God, they're just as bad as their mother was. They got lips on them that keep them in check all the time.
Okay, so the two boys, when they work in the steel mills, do they still live at home or do they go off on their own? What do they
They're
do?
still living at home for a little while.
Okay.
Eventually they go off on their own.
All right. So let's fast forward to your life after the two boys have left home. What's going on with the family now? Are the girls still at home or what's happening with that?
They're married off.
Okay. So now it's back to you, and is Bethany still with you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So now you and Bethany are in the big house, and all your kids have moved out. So what do you and Bethany, what do you do now that your kids have left?
Oh, we go to plays. We go to things that she wants to do. I go to the park every day. Relax. I can relax and get away from everything.
Okay.
We're retired now. I just take dividends from the steel mill.
Nice.
Don't have to work. Money makes money.
It
The old
does.
saying goes. But I go to the park and relax when the weather's good. Read the paper. Every once in a while I play a game of checkers or chess with people when they decide they want to get beat.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything else that's significant about Samuel and Bethany's life that you want to tell us about right now?
Well, I don't know. Trying to see. Samuel ends up, he lives a long life,
Okay.
surrounded by family.
Beautiful. So let's go now to the last day of Samuel's life. We're going to go to the last day of Samuel's life. What does the last day of Samuel's life look like, and where are you?
In his house,
Okay.
in his bed.
Okay. Who's there?
All the kids are there.
And Bethany?
She's still there. What is it with women? They live longer than men. Ornery things. They always got a mouth on them and tell you what to do.
Okay. How do you feel on your last day of that life as you think about your life as Samuel?
Oh, trying to figure out a way to get everybody back a little bit just before I go.
So you want to see everybody?
No, I want to give them something.
Oh, okay.
Like a little bit of sass, because that's all I've gotten my whole life.
Okay. All right. So tell me about this last day.
No, I didn't get to eat. That sucked. I miss food.
Okay.
My stomach's upset all the time.
How old are you as this is your last day?
In my 80s. I'm 84.
Wow. 84. That's a long life.
Yep.
How do you feel about the life that you lived as Samuel?
It was good. Never got to eat enough, though.
Okay.
It's always about the food. Gotta make sure you have a good meal every once in a while.
Yeah. All right. So you're going to take your last breath as Samuel.
Yep. The last breath, I'm thinking about one thing. Steak.
Okay. And you're going to, as you take your last breath, you see your soul come out of your body. Your last breath, your soul comes out. And what do?
I'm reborn again.
Oh boy. You're born into another life?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's like, here we go again. Seemed very quick.
All right. Hold that thought.